This is a Fangirls Going Rogue priority transmission.
All team, give it everything you got!
It's time to fangirl flail with Fangirls Going Rogue.
Count me in. Never get between a Mandalorian and a weapons package.
This is the way.
News, discussion, and commentary from the female point of view.
You call this a diplomatic solution?
No, I call it aggressive negotiations.
She's as important as he is.
With your hosts, Trisha Barr and Sarah Woloski.
Boy, am I glad to hear your voice.
Strap in, because this is where the fun begins.
I like the sound of that.
Hello, this is Trisha Barr from Fangirls Going Rogue podcast. On December 3rd, a new Star Wars show, Skeleton Crew, will debut with 2 episodes on Disney+. Star Wars Skeleton Crew follows the journey of 4 kids who make a mysterious discovery on their seemingly safe home planet, then get lost in a strange and dangerous galaxy. Finding their way home and meeting unlikely allies and enemies will be a greater adventure than they ever imagined. Fangirls Going Rogue had a chance to sit down with the 4 young actors playing starring roles as the kids at the heart of the show. Ravi Cabot-Conyers, who plays Wim, Ryan Kiera Armstrong, who plays Fern, Robert Timothy Smith, who plays Neel, and Kyriana Kratter, who plays KB. Joining us on this roundtable were Mike Celestino on behalf of Skywalking Through Neverland, George from Star Wars Holocron, and William Devereux from Iron Cannon Podcast. While we can't share our reviews yet, we can say that this interview showcases the personalities of these young stars, their Star Wars fandom, and their enthusiasm for their roles in Skeleton Crew. If you weren't sure about the show, we think this interview will light the way.
Oh my God.
Hey.
Hello. Welcome everyone. This is Star Wars Roundtable number 1. Please only ask one question at a time. Only unmute yourselves when I call your name. Mike, take it away.
Hi.
Everybody, so good to see you. Thank you so much for doing this. My name is Mike Celestino. I'm covering for Skywalking Through Neverland today. So I've actually asked this question to Kyriana previously, but I wonder, I do know you, but I wonder if you could all talk about how it feels to have Hasbro action figures and Lego minifigures of your characters.
It's crazy. I mean, I never imagined. I mean, I've always played with these toys, and now the fact that we actually have toys of our own about our characters is insane. And I don't even know what to say about it.
Yeah, it's pretty surreal. I mean, the first time I actually saw like a prototype of Fern, I cried. I started bawling by myself. It was like such a surreal moment, and this like all becoming real so fast.
When I When I unboxed the Lego for the first time with the chip and all the little mini characters with God, I was so excited. And then when I was looking at the Lego handbook, I got to see like the little sparkle of the character being built, and I saw mine. I was like, oh my gosh! And I showed it to my whole family, and it was really exciting.
Yeah, no, Lego along with Star Wars has been a huge part of my life too. My sister and dad love Legos and love building Legos, so you know I've grown up alongside both of them, and now combined with me in it, it's so crazy to witness.
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
All right, Danny, we're going to move on. We're going to move on to George.
Hey guys, really nice to meet you all. Really enjoyed the show. Loved your roles in it. Yeah, had a lot of fun with it. Along the lines of fun, every shot, every moment of the show is just infused with so much fun and joy, and I think that optimism. And I'm curious, if there was a day or a moment while filming this really grand big show that you just really stands out to you as being a lot of fun, one that you'll never forget.
What's happening?
Wait, what is?
Okay, well, okay, Ryan, go ahead. One moment in particular, it was like one of the first days of filming. And we had these flashlights that were controlled by a light operator.
Yeah.
And I like noticed that someone had to be controlling them. Like we couldn't. And so I like spoke into my microphone. I'm like, if you can hear me, turn off the flashlight. And then it didn't get turned off. And so then I was like, okay, we're gonna work together and like prank the kids. And so I walked over to the group. I was like, guys, look at this magic trick. And I was like, 1, 2, 3, and it like turned on. And then I think I confused them for maybe like 30 seconds, and then They kind of figured it out, but it was funny, and that was one of my favorite memories.
It was really fun how every day after work when we wrapped, we all went to hair and makeup to get like unmakeup-turized, and it was really
I had a
it was
camera rig, so I didn't need to
it
do
was
that.
yeah, it was really funny seeing everyone after we wrapped and we got our faces washed, and it was a lot of fun, and really I can't pinpoint an exact specific date that was so much fun. It was a lot of fun for 7 months, and I loved singing in our dressing rooms, listening to Weezer.
You know what else? We had like the hula hoop contest.
Yeah. I went for 5 minutes straight.
So good.
I got it on camera.
I'm
There's
kind of
proof.
insane.
Yeah. But I think also like another fun moment was like the stunt days where we were like strapped
Yeah.
into the roof, and like I can't say too much because I don't want to spoil anything, but I think that was really fun.
Yeah, definitely.
All screaming together like way too much and things flying our direction. That was really fun and exciting.
I think probably one of the funnest moments for me was probably just the stunt parts, and just flying the ship was really fun too. Just anytime we were in the cockpit, it would always be pretty fun.
Trisha?
Hey, I have a question for Kyriana specifically because I know that you're a Star Wars fan already from the franchise. So I want to know what about your fandom you brought to playing the character of KB.
I think there was one character in The Empire Strikes Back. I can't remember what his name was, but he also has Augs like me. And so I took some inspiration from him. And also I looked at other robotic characters in other shows, and I tried to find like a balance between how robotic I was going to be, because I'm a cyborg, and I wasn't sure. Sorry. I wasn't sure if I was gonna be completely robotic or if I was gonna be like a normal girl with maybe some like dryness or like straightforwardness. So it's kind of robotic, but yeah, I just tried to maintain like a balance between that and also like taking in some inspiration from other characters.
William?
Awesome. So nice to meet you all. I'm William Devereux on Canon Podcast. Actually, along those lines, I know that there was a recent interview with StarWars.com. Chris Ford had mentioned that you, Kyriana, had brought an interesting portrayal of KB to the character that wasn't there before. For all of you, I'm curious, was there anything you brought to your characters? Anything else that you brought to your characters that maybe wasn't there originally that you're like, I really want to add this or
You know what?
or shape the character?
One of my first fittings when I like tried on Fern's outfit for the first time, she reminded me a lot of Han Solo, and I was like, this is kind of cool. And so I tried to incorporate like little things or like some lines, and like I kind of watched like some of his performances, and I tried to like had my own twist on it, and Fern's twist.
Yeah, so I liked finding things that felt familiar between me and my character Wim, and this is like a little bit unrelated, but I got to pick the color of my pajamas, which was really it was between blue and purple, and I felt the purple color was way more Star Warsy. So that's just a fun little detail. And yeah, I had a lot of time incorporating some characteristics that I have into my performance that felt necessary and that felt truthful.
Mace Windu reference?
Sorry?
Mace Windu reference? Purple? Like it?
Oh, okay, no, I'm catching on.
Okay. I think it's something that I really wanted to bring was like, I've always kind of thought like, if we made like, I really wanted to make Neel very sweet and very kind to the people around him. So I just wanted to be as kind as possible to like, as like the character, and I just wanted to bring that all the time. And I hope I did.
You did.
Mike?
So for Robert specifically, your face is the only one of you four that we don't actually see on screen. How was it different for you on set playing Neel versus all the other characters?
So instead of getting makeup, I would have a camera rig, and I would basically be a helmet with like a little bar right here and two like cameras, and they would just basically record my facial expressions and then put them on Neel. I would also just wear the outfit, and then I would also have my Neel hands, which were completely disgusting because I would have to spray my hand with water. I'd have to spray the glove with a bunch of water, and then I'd have to go in there That never sounds right saying that. Anyway, I would have to do that, and it would be really weird, and it would be slimy, and I didn't like that. But you know,
He beat us in Thumb Wars though.
yeah, I would a lot of times.
Thank
Yeah.
you. I love Neil already, by the way. I'm so happy
thank
to have
you,
him.
Neel Nation.
So cool.
George?
Scared.
Yeah, so John Watson and Christopher Ford have talked about all the influences of the show, like Amblin classics like The Goonies and E.T. I'm curious what movies, if any, did you guys watch in preparation, either Star Wars movies or just other movies ahead of your roles in this show?
Yeah,
So
so
we-
all together, all together we actually watched E.T. and Goonies. And it was really fun because it was like a little bonding experience while simultaneously getting a feel for the nostalgic 80s E.T. Goonies Amblin style. And it was just a lot of fun. I had already watched both E.T. and Goonies before Skeleton Crew.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah, and it's a really fun style, and we had a lot of fun incorporating that into the series.
Yeah.
I also watched like the Star Wars movies and Mandalorian, just the series, and just trying to get like that Star Wars magic feel to it. Yeah.
I also
Go for it.
also like to get a little bit more preparation for my character. I watched the Ewok movies before. I forgot what they're called. Do you guys know what it is? What is it?
Caravan of Courage and the Battle
Caravan of
for Endor,
Courage,
I think,
yeah.
right?
Oh,
So smart.
So, so I would watch those movies, and I would kind of like enjoy them, and I did enjoy them, and they kind of helped with my character more, and yeah, that would really kind of help out.
I watched Stand By Me and of course the classic Star Wars franchises, which we were all very familiar with. Yeah.
Trisha?
You guys worked with droids, SM-33. What was the process like? Is someone acting against you, or are they just reading you the lines?
It was really, really interesting because
It was like a
basically
puppet.
there was a puppeteer from exactly. There was a puppeteer from Legacy VFX who makes amazing Star Wars effects, and basically he So he would basically wear SM as a puppet, and it would like it would be rigged up to his arms and his legs, so when he moved his limbs, SM would move his limbs too. So it was like a life-size puppet. It was it was a lot of fun and really, and it was especially helpful as looking at it from an actor's perspective, because you actually like, it's like you're acting with another real actor instead of just waiting for it to be done in post and looking at a tennis ball.
It was actually really cool. Like we started to like work with the team and the puppeteers, and we would like discuss with them. Oh, so like when I do this, the droid's gonna move this way, and it was really cool. And like they would react with you, which was really neat. I mean, we were acting with SM-33 and like with Neel. It was really neat.
Yeah, and the guy who was puppeteering SM-33, he like memorized the lines. He had like his own like recreation of the voice.
He had like a
very
mic
deep.
or something. That
Yeah,
would make like him sound
he made his voice all deep, and it really helped like when we were acting with him.
Yeah.
I love SM-33.
William?
Unfortunately, he's not here with us.
Yeah.
It's so cool.
He didn't die. He's not here with us.
Yeah.
He's with us.
Okay, so without spoiling anything, so we don't want to spoil it, but do you have a favorite episode of the season, like any particular episode number?
Episode 4.
4, okay.
Episode 8. It's gonna be episode 8 for me.
Personally, episode 6.
Really?
Yeah. I mean, I just think that there's so much character development in that episode, and it was one of my favorite to shoot.
I think my reason for episode 4 is it's more a little bit more centered around Neel. I don't want to go too much into it, but it goes more to Neel than all the other episodes.
Yeah, I like episode 6 especially because Bryce Dallas Howard directed it, and she's such a great director. And yeah, I loved her episode. I'm also gonna say I love episode 6 though too. Equal balance.
It's hard
Where's my
to
episode
choose.
4 love?
It is hard to do.
Oh, episode
Oh,
4
sorry.
was fire.
No, episode 4 was really good.
Yeah, and the Daniels did it, so
Yeah, I
you know
love
it's gonna be good.
Yeah.
Stay tuned for info on our Skeleton Crew Fangirls Going Rogue Zoom chats, where we invite you to share your reactions to the episodes. Details will be available at fangirlsgoingrogue.com and our social media. In addition to Threads and Instagram, you can find us over at Blue Sky as follows. Fangirls Going Rogue at FG Going Rogue, Trisha at Fangirl Cantina, Sarah at Jedi Tink, email contact@fangirlsgoingrogue.com, Facebook, Fangirls Going Rogue. Please go to Apple Podcasts or wherever you listen to podcasts and leave a positive 5-star review. We need your reviews so more people can find us. Until next time, yub, yub.